Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another session of Peeking Over the Fence. I'm Richard Landy. This is for financial advisors or their teams who might be considering their next transition opportunity, so welcome. And we are Bridgemark Strategies, an independent. We're recruiting, we're a consulting firm, but we actually work for you, the advisor or the team. Today, I'd like to talk to you about a very sensitive topic, and it's a separation or termination from your broker-dealer. Actually, I did a post about 2 months ago on LinkedIn talking about the same subject. Amazing feedback on that. So today I thought I'd put together a little video talking about some of the things you should be aware of, expectations. And so let's just jump right on into this. If you or somebody else you know has been let go, and I use the word separated, then we want to talk about expectations. The process takes time. So the one thing you'll hear me say throughout this video is patience. We have to work with you. It's a very emotional time, and I understand that, but we have to have patience. And these are the reasons why. Your firm, your former firm, FINRA, state registrations and licensing authorities, they really control the timing and the process. So they have full control. Let me just put it right out there. So for example, let's talk about a few things that you should consider. And there's a list of these that we can talk about offline separately. But we want to start with surround yourself with the right professionals, an experienced attorney that's experienced in securities law, FINRA, SEC, maybe even contractual law. You want to surround yourself or seek one of those individuals out. I encourage you seek out a consultant or recruiter like myself, or maybe you know somebody in the business. I would ask you to partner with them to walk you through this process. And the reasons why, in a separation, there's voluntary, involuntary. You have options. You may not know that, but you do have options. There's also your U5. Probably the most important factor in all of this today is your U5 and how your former firm is going to record that in broker check and in the public records, right? Every firm has up to 30 days to file your new U5 with whatever the wording is going to be, and that's why you want an attorney on your side to make sure they can go through that, work on the U5 with your former firm to make sure it's appropriate for yourself as well. But I do not know one firm that's taken less than 30 days. Most of them take exactly the 30 days, which means there's a whole month that you and I or you and your other professionals can be working with in introducing you to new broker dealers. In advance, you want to have a written statement. Do your best to write down names, dates, conversations that benefit your situation. Where you can, please take copies of all your employee agreements. Any agreement that you sign that might be financial bonuses or money tied. Again, where you can, I encourage you taking copies or getting copies of your performance reports, our GDC, your assets under management, your product mix. You'd love to have those to share with new broker dealers, again, where it's acceptable, because some firms are protocol and some firms are not protocol. They have a direct effect on voluntary or involuntary termination. We can talk about that, again, sidebar. And there's a deeper strategy. Maybe you just need to go 100% RIA versus broker dealer with FINRA registration. Again, it's a strategy. It's not for everybody, and we can talk about that sidebar. Now, how do we engage you? How do we get you involved with some new firms, right? Well, here's what we do. We take full control of that. I work with you as the advisor or the team. We want these firms that we're introduced to understand who you are, what you built, and clearly what you're experiencing. Because as you're looking at a new broker dealer, you have a number of things that you would like to accomplish. We call them your check boxes. So we want to align firms with those check boxes and make sure they're checking off for you. We make the introductions. We set expectations in advance. We're going to provide them your statement of fact we talked about just a few moments ago. Any supporting document, any agreements we will supply to the broker dealers so they get a front-running head start while you're going through the U5 with your attorney and your former firm. These broker dealers on the back end, they're working with their compliance team, their oversight team, because there are committees that have to go through approval process before they can ask you to affiliate or make you an offer to join them. So that final U5 is really a defining factor. And again, above all else, we've got to be patient. So in summary, you have to have the patience. Please seek out the right professionals to surround yourself with, including a recruiter or consultant like myself, especially if you know one. Bring them in. Let them guide you through this process. Look, I don't know if this helped today because, again, they are very emotional, very sensitive times. But if you liked what you saw, maybe you have a general question or you just want to have an opportunity to talk, to vent about what you're experiencing, please feel free to reach out. You have no obligation. There are no costs. There's no contracts to have that conversation with me. You have all our contact information in front of you. And for everybody that's watching today, please, I do hope you have a blessed week, and I do hope to hear